That was that. All right, my voice sounds a bit better now. So, Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia, people, I have made this story. I've laid it all out and shown everyone what this whole thing was about from when it first started. This is a person who is influenced by the Andrew Tates, Kanye
Yes.
West,
Mhm.
all them kind of people that somehow find these little scarecrow people to blame for their shortcomings and whatever it is that they've got going on. A lot of these, you know what? A lot of these quote unquote truth tellers have in common. None of it makes sense, and none of them live by what they're saying. A Kanye West will talk all that pro-black stuff, all that stuff, and turn around and his wife look like Snow White. The only thing missing is seven dwarfs. Not only that, but he promotes porn. His gals half naked. Nothing he's saying makes sense. Same like Ryan Garcia. He talks a great game about Jesus and God and all these things, but then turns around and talks about banging man's wives and all of that, and about doing this and about doing that, and he's just not living by the book, what he says he lives by.
Yeah.
Now he's took it a step too far now. Things have actually gone racial now. Now, in the build-up to the Haney fight, the aftermath of the Haney fight, people have made excuse after excuse for this person. The WBC made excuses. Pundits have made excuses. Promoters have made excuses. Other fighters have made excuses for this poor behavior. They've completely made excuses for the way this person carries himself. Talking about elites are after him. He's even lied about abuse of children, about witnessing the abuse of children.
Yep.
And people have ignored it all until now. And there is still a few coons out there, I'll say it, who are making excuses for this boy. People, this is why I say that when the Wileys of the world, the Nick Cannons of the world, the Kanye West of the world, the Kyrie Irvings of this world, this is why when those individuals get cancelled, you don't see me complaining. Because if those folks are on code, fair play. With us, we're going to play these comments just in a second, but you can make these comments and people are making excuses for this. These are hateful comments, people. There is no black fighter that could make these comments towards a Mexican. No. He would be cancelled, stripped of any belts, and his rankings would be stripped of him immediately. But he can do this and people will blame it on mental health. He's shown you who he is. Why don't people believe him? He's shown you who he is. All these guys, and this is the problem with social media, all these guys are given a voice to push their rhetoric. Literally, they just make things up. Make things up. Just make things up, and people will just, the elites are after him, this and that. Now he's gone after Muslims. Now Tate had him on. This is the problem. Andrew Tate had him on, talking about elites and all of this, and now he's made some horrific comments towards Muslims. So what are you saying, Noble? You ready to get into the literally? They just make things up. Oh, sorry. We got the playback on there. Let's run this audio, man.
Yeah. Now I can react to this. Yeah, I got a lot to say on that there, but yeah, man, run that, sibling.
You know what I said? Nigga.
You supposed to hit your chest and throw up the peace sign. That mean you
Yeah,
won the
you know what
buzz.
I said niggas are worried about niggas saying the ER word, but niggas are saying niggas to the ER. No, you didn't hear that.
Can you say? No. Can you say it again?
Okay, niggas are worried about other people saying the ER word, but niggas are saying niggas to the ER.
That's crazy. That's crazy work. You're absolutely right, though.
Bro, am I wrong?
You're not.
No, you are right, bro.
I'm gonna repeat it one more time.
Pause it there.
I think you should.
Well, I'm confused with the last part. He's basically saying that black people call themselves Niggas, but they
No,
don't want.
ER.
Oh, ER.
Yeah. He said ERs are worried about people using the word ERs, but are sending other ERs to the ER.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Comfortably. He's saying it's comfortable. Comfortably.
And my man agrees with him. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
Yeah,
So
man.
the moon's made out of cheese, and Neil Armstrong went up there and collected a whole heap of cheese and came back down to earth. Let's just talk wild stuff, man. Where's the integrity and where's people's sense of oh wait a minute, well, Ryan, what did you just say? No. Repeat that again.
This is nothing noble. There is 7 minutes of this audio.
Okay.
This is nothing. It gets hotter than this.
You should repeat it 2 more times, bro.
Okay.
I think.
Niggas are sending niggas to the ER, and y'all niggas worried about other people saying the ER, the hard R, when niggas are sending niggas to the ER.
This nigga speaking poetry. All right, look, if you rap, break it down like this. Look, he said niggas. He just basically spit a
Yeah.
bar. All right, niggas. He just removed the ER, so he didn't say
No.
nigger, right? He said niggas are saying that niggas and other people shouldn't be saying niggas, right? Or saying nigger.
Hold on. Remember this, neither Garcia or the guy talking are black.
Exactly.
So just listen how confident these men are talking. Then go back to when the Haney show when I spoke about the Mexicans and the black mans in LA.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Saying niggas to the ER. You feel me?
The fact that you're speaking on black crime, which doesn't get speaked about enough, you know what I mean? Because that is a real thing, right?
Hey, guess what? I bet y'all hate me. Fuck George Floyd.
What?
That's deep,
I know.
man. That's deep.
No, fuck George Floyd.
No, he was used. He was.
F George Floyd.
Yeah,
that
man.
was deep. Huh?
No, but because remember, he's trying to draw out. This is from a live. Is it a Twitter space? Yeah, it's from a live Twitter space. Remember, this is allowed to be broadcasted. Remember, if you go on YouTube and say transgender, they'll take your thing out the search terms.
Come on.
But this man can stream this.
Hate.
Yeah, he can stream this. And the thing is, we'll talk about what he's saying in a minute.
That nigga was a crackhead, bro. He died because he had fentanyl in the system.
All right, now you see when people push certain rhetoric, Candace Owens, people like that, that it was fentanyl that killed George Floyd. That's when you get people that copy that type of rhetoric. Whether you believe that my man was a junkie or whatever, my man was killed. Simple as plain and simple. There's no rocket science to this thing. It was on camera. Like, let's isolate it to that. My man was killed, but when you have people like Candace Owens who are very well spoken and they push that rhetoric and they align themselves with people like Kanye West who has popularity, this is how you get people to feed into this type of narrative. And listen what he's saying. We go.
Bro, I'm sorry. I know I hurt y'all feelings, but fuck George.
He just crashed out, bro. He really was just having an overdose the whole time. I can't breathe, bro. You was just having an overdose, bro.
He crashed out. And guess what? Fuck Steven Jackson too. Bro.
Yeah, go she.
So okay, so let's examine that then. So if he was based upon these misguided people, if he was indeed having a drug overdose, surely the Derek Chauvin and the little Chinese fella, the Asian fella, and all the rest of the police officers should be providing medical assistance to this gentleman, right? To poor George Floyd. But they didn't do that, did they?
They did not. Now remember, this is a man who got bare backing from black boxing YouTube channels. This is a man who got a lot of backing from Javante Davis and fighters like that. And listen how he's talking about the community that they come from.
But before you continue, you know what else has added to this? In the wilderness of North America, and I think it's happening in here. I mean, I don't associate with those people who would use this type of verbiage, but the N nigger, let's just say it, nigger, everyone uses that now. White people call themselves and nigger. Black people call it to each other in a respectful way, in a disrespectful way. They'll call it to Chinese, to Asians, to white, to Samoans. That is now a word, like a filler between saying and. I want this and, so replace and with nigger. It's just there's no people today, Mark, and again, our siblings in the wilderness of North America have pushed this thing. Have said, yeah, that white nigger, that Asian nigger.
Which is why they've made it where a man like this is comfortable. If Ryan Garcia spoke that same hate towards a Jewish individual or towards the Jewish community,
come on,
he'd already be finished. Meaning that his social medias and all that would have already been closed down. That's why you don't see me getting upset because they're on code. That's what we're supposed to be on code the same way. Where a man's talking like that, boom, he's shut out. But there's still people online making excuses, talking about, he's got mental health. But you were saying he was a genius after the fight. Now it's mental health.
I want to show y'all my DMs with Steven Jackson. I'm gonna post it. You know what?
Why does Steven Jackson push Canelo's 4-year-old daughter on the floor, bro? That shit was crazy.
What?
Ryan, I have a question. Bro. Ryan, I have a question real quick.
You know what's crazy? He didn't ride for George Floyd till he died. That's how I was start questioning Jackson.
Ryan, we got the elections coming up in November. Could we change the title to Trump 2024 so we can get his campaign rolling?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, these men are big Trump guys.
All right, cool.
Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. Relax.
I told you it gets worse.
Let me go in.
I told you it gets worse. I told you it gets worse. Now remember, we playing all of it. Remember how many people stood up for this guy? Go back to our audio. Then just remember how many people stood up for this guy. I told you these men are repping La Raza and all them kind of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Them man ain't into our thing at all. It's a hate. It's a hate.
I mean, it's cool, Mark, to borrow from the culture as much as they want to, with the style of clothing, with some of the verbiage and stuff. But deep down, no. We Blanco, you Moreno, we ain't bout none of that there, man. There is a clear separation. We will use and take. You can peddle the drugs for us. We'll get the thing. It's a succubus type of relationship where they're just leeching off everything that's beneficial for them, and the black people just willing to ride the wave. Yo, it's Ryan Garcia. He's got all of this following. He's this, so we're gonna co-sign him. We're gonna ride with him. We're gonna say yes. Man, because it's happening. And black people are black on black crime. It does happen, Mark. Remember, he's talking the truth. I mean, I may not agree with him saying resurrect George Floyd and then, unalive him, as you have to say on the old boob tube, right? But I agree with everything else. People are just so selfish. They're self-centered. They don't think about the bigger picture. It's just, and they're being pumped with so much different things that they forget. So it's like, oh yeah, Ryan Garcia is cool. Oh, 20, a lot of the stuff he was saying was hateful and nasty, but he's cool. And then the next headline comes on, so they forget about that. They have a conversation. Oh yeah, Ryan Garcia, he was dropping some knowledge, man. He was dropping some jewels, apparently. Ryan Garcia is deep, Mark. He's intoxicated. You can clearly hear why he's intoxicated on whatever.
Yeah, but he's intoxicated, but he's got his awareness to know what he's saying.
Yes,
he's saying it clearly.
Clearly, yes.
But what I'm saying, this is the thing. Mental health don't encourage that. It don't. I mean, the talking points he's talking about these are the talking points, yeah. that he would have been having in private before.
You know it.
About the black on black crime but you lot are doing this to each other, and them are the talking points he'd be having behind closed doors.
Yeah, of course.
It's just now he's able to show it.
This is now he feels so comfortable and safe because he's got the quote unquote safe space.